Yeah, so we got a new segment that we are starting called Dear Tim. If you have a question that you would like to submit for me to answer, feel free to send an email to vividascension@gmail.com. I will look through that email every week or so and pull something up that I can answer here. Of course, it would be anonymous. So let's start with one. The subject email says, struggling to forgive. Dear Tim, I've been wrestling with forgiveness for what feels like forever. A friend deeply hurt me years ago, and despite my best efforts, I can't seem to let go of the resentment. We were as close as siblings, sharing everything from faith journeys to personal dreams. Then a betrayal shattered that trust, leaving me to pick up the pieces alone. I know the Bible speaks volumes about forgiveness, but the pain feels fresh whenever I see them. It's affecting my peace and even my prayer life. How can I truly forgive when the hurt runs so deep? Is reconciliation possible or even wise in this situation? Well, I can't answer for you as to whether or not reconciliation would be possible, but I can give you an answer as to whether or not you should be forgiving and how you can truly forgive when that hurt runs so deep. First, with reconciliation, because that's a big piece. I pray that the Lord gives you wisdom there. If this is someone who has harmed you, you said that they have betrayed you, it may be wise for you to set boundaries with this person. But as far as truly forgiving them, I mean, Colossians 3, let me go to Colossians 3, and it says, give me one second here, in verse 13, I'll start at verse 12. It says, put on then as God's chosen ones, holy and beloved, compassionate hearts, kindness, humility, meekness, and patience, bearing with one another, and if one has a complaint against another, forgiving each other, as the Lord has forgiven you, so you also must forgive. And let me continue. It says, and above all these, put on love, which binds everything together in perfect harmony. Now, it's hard to show love to somebody who hurts you, and it is hard to practice kindness and humility and meekness and patience. But with the Holy Spirit and submitting to the Holy Spirit, we can do so. So 1, set boundaries with this person. 2, understand that as a believer, you are called to forgive. 3, ask the Holy Spirit to give you wisdom on, or not even wisdom, but direction on how to practice humility and how to respond to this hurtful situation from a place of humility. Because at the end of the day, you know, as humans, we kind of we think very highly of ourselves. And so if Jesus Christ, the creator of heaven and earth, the King of Kings, if he can humble himself to the point of being born in a manger, live a perfect life, and then die on the cross for the sins of humanity when he never deserved it, then we can go through some betrayal. We can go through some pain. And yes, it will hurt, but we can forgive. Because regardless of what that situation may tell you about who you are, we know what God says about who we are. And you are a child of God. You are loved. You are blessed. And through His Holy Spirit, you have the power to forgive. Another thing that I will add before we end here is that you should take some time to pray and ask God to show you, God, what did I believe about this situation here? And why is it hurting me so much? And the Holy Spirit will show you. Another thing too is that, remember, sometimes people may not understand how deep this pain and this feeling of betrayal is, but Jesus understands because He walked through it. And anytime we go through a challenging situation or hurtful situation in life, we can always take on an opportunity to walk into deeper intimacy with Jesus, because when other people and when the rest of the world doesn't get it, Jesus understands. He knows your heart and he's there to comfort you. That's why we have the Holy Spirit, the comforter. So bless you, and I hope that this helps and encourages you. Thanks.